Hey folks, welcome back to TIMBERPUNK. This video is a day late because my neighbors were being really annoying yesterday, so I didn't get a chance to record it. I'm also recording in a hotel, so if the sound is a little bit weird, it's because I'm sat facing a rather large mirror, and that does funny things to the sound sometimes because things that are reflective reflect sound as well. Anyway, the plan for today is to focus on trying to get some of the fortress done, and I'm going to crack on because this is the second time I've recorded this intro because my computer decided to reset itself as well. Picking up on one of your comments before we get cracking, there were concerns that some of the beavers might be stupid, and whilst defensively having a big cliff at the back of the fortress is good, from a health and safety point of view, it might be bad. Now, if our beavers are stupid enough to fall off the back of this cliff, evolutionary-wise, in the colony, we do not want their genetics. So, we will use evolution to improve the intelligence of the colony, and so the ones that fall off the back will, although the iron teeth don't breed, they bred in a vat. But I'm not currently planning to put a fence at the back because stupid beaver fall off, stupid beaver die, and we don't want stupid beaver. So, but what we are going to do is try and hook up power to the, I was going to say to the monuments, but we need power to the whole area. So that's job number one. And the way we're going to achieve that, well, the first thing we're going to do is run the tunnel that we need. And there is one piece that's not been built here, but we'll get to that in a bit. We are going to come down here. Having already done this once, we need to select the correct piece, which is the vertical power shaft tunnel. Bosh, 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 bosh. Hopefully I'm putting these in the right place as I bosh them in. Because, you know, we haven't had it happen that the mouse cursor moves as I scroll before, have we? Nope, not at all. There, there, there. There, a little bit more. So essentially the plan is to go too far. I think that's right. Yeah, to there, but not to there. So we'll go to there, and then we're going to run platform under power shaft tunnel there. And then, because I'm doing this the second time, I can place these the right way around this time. Grab these, grab some ladders. And this is a bit of a pain because there's freaking thorns everywhere. And I've already removed our existing access to this area. So we're going to do that. We're going to grab a little suspension bridge like that. And that'll give us some access. There we go. Is it the most efficient? Possibly not. Is it going to work? Yes. And then what we need to do is come back down here. All the way down. Grab the, grab a bit of path there. And then 2, grab the platform under path. And run that to there. That'll let them do that. And then, somewhat annoyingly, we're going to have to, should have done this before I put the thing on the top. We have to come in here to be able to build the rest of it, I think. So we'll do that. Whilst we are here, what's the easiest way to build that fella? Is it easier to build up or to knock? If I knock that down, I'm going to have to build all the way up there anyway. So let's just do that and then do this. and that'll let us build that. So that's going to get that hooked up in time. So let's get the game running. So the focus is going to be pretty much entirely on doing this in this district. So we've got sufficient accommodations, and really most of the rest of it is going to be on bringing all of the well-being stuff in and putting the moat in. Now this side we can only have a one wide moat. I guess we could make it wider there, but then we're going to run into the power thing, so we're going to make it one wide along here. Did we do too deep? Can things really ever be too deep? That is not really a very deep question. Now, I did talk about making it as deep as this, but I don't think we're going to do that. We're going to go with too deep. So, there. Some of you may remember, because some of you are smart cookies. Well, when I was here before, I put that in. I've forgotten doing it. Some of you may remember, because you are smart cookies, that a while ago, I hurt my shoulder, or I was complaining about my shoulder hurting. Yeah, we're talking about real life, no more suspension of disbelief, folks. Some of you may remember in a Timberborn video, I was speaking about the fact that my shoulder randomly started hurting. My shoulder still hurts, but I suspect it's not random. And why have I remembered? Because the ergonomics of sitting in at hotel desk really seems to aggravate it, which is not good. We also need to build the entrance to the fortress. That would be a good idea. Right, has that gone in there? Yes, yes it has. Right, so let's delete you. You be gone. Let's do you. No, not delete you, for you can't believe he's still making those cruddy jokes. All right, tunneling. There. Let's go. Let's roll this down. There and there. And am I going to be able to put this back? I don't think I am. I think I'm creating problems for myself. But, you know, wouldn't be the first time, would it? So, yeah. Let's go down this side. And here we have the interesting challenge that we've got the water here. So maybe we bring the... Come on. Maybe we bring the moat in from like here. And we're going to have to build this up a little bit. But yeah, maybe we do something like that. And now that I've remembered, those were only there so that we could remove stuff so that we can build it up. So yeah, let's do that. That'll be good. Let's shake the old dodgy shoulder out. Yeah, and we probably don't need you. What we probably do need is you, so we can get access to agua. That'll be good. So hopefully now you're getting in here, blasting that out all the way down there. Yeah, cool. And hopefully you're doing a thing as well. Yeah. Too far from a district. What have I not connected up? I have not done that. That'll help with that. Good stuff. So that's all going on. Probably we don't want that because that'll make the water run off the end. And I don't want that going on either. Cool. Right. We need to make space for, well, we want to try and empty these. Let's do that. Because otherwise we're not able to build the entrance. Let's set those to be emptied. Hopefully we've got space to put them somewhere. If not, we'll build some more storage. Because that will help that out. So that stack's empty. Cool. Alright, you can go. So we need plank and dirt storage. So planks. Planks. Dirt. Good stuff. Could let them empty all of that out. I know it's going to make building less efficient, but it will mean we can actually see the entranceway. You can go. You can go. You can go. You can go. Guess what? You can go as well. You can go. We'll let them pick those up. Alright. You can go. You can go because we don't like having the middle full because I don't know. I just prefer having it empty. We'll let them pick those up. Oh. Jolly good. Jolly good. Now we can delete that and let them expose the power shaft down there as well. Grab you, put you there. Awesome. Let's have a look at this shaft. So far looking so good. So we are almost there. Good stuff. So then we will need to grab you and run you to there. Cool. Right. Let's detonate you. We can detonate all of that. Very nice. Let's get rid of you. Get rid of you. We can hook that up still for now. Just trying to adjust the ergonomics of my setup so that I'm in less pain because, you know, I'm not in that whole suffering for my art thing, and I don't really consider this to be art, but anyway. Yay, so these are running now, so we have power. That's cool. So that job's jobbed. That's done. Let's grab you, unpause you, put that there. That'll get that going. So we'll get that built and then we'll focus on the other stuff. So for an entrance, an entree, we bring that out, we can then hide that, can't we? Yep. So let's get rid of you. Put you in there. Grab you. Bring you out to there. Because then we won't have to worry about filling up the bit where I put in the hole. There's a drought starting, but we've got 11,000 water, so we're in a pretty good position. So that should be fine. That's been built, so let's get rid of you. Let's get rid of you. Get those tidied up. Let's tidy up all these tatty bits of par. You can go. You can go. Come on, game. You can do it. You can go. Yep. And I think the next job is going to be to fill this and this. Right there. That gives us a complete platform to work from above. Which I quite like. And then I guess we need to think about what we want down below us and what we want up above. And also we need to build the entrance. So let them do that. Whilst they're doing that, over here, this has somehow gained lots of power, which confuses me. I guess there's a spare 200 HP, isn't there? So we can reconnect that now. And it can run those. Refill all of that. And ultimately, we probably want to make use of this power because this thing's going like a really spinny thing. And you know, it wouldn't hurt to have that connected into this. Because we're also going to want to lift this water up to here. But I think what we'll do for now is have this district just doing a bunch of preparatory work. And that might as well include doing what they can down there. So let's leave them to that. That's looking pretty darn good. They're doing that. That's ready to go. That and do that. That will need power, but we can just bring power out under the wall. That'll be fine. So if I were to think about this, how long is this section? Because we want the gates to be in the middle. So let's get our tape measure out. And let's grab that guy. And measure, please. And that is 20 long. So the middle is essentially there. So if I... How wide do I want the entrance to be? What interesting things have we got to build the entrance out of? You could use those. Probably any things that we've got. Yeah. So I think we want to... Well, let's move the path over by 1. And delete that. And let's grab you, build you up there. There, build that up there. So that's that, and then get rid of you and you, and just trying to think now. We want to make use of these guys. Probably these. I wonder if we did something like and again, not artistic. I feel like I have an artistic bone in my body sometimes, but what if we did? No, we need to, if you're going to try and make it some sort of archway, you, 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 you. Do we want those to be higher? There's the question. I think so. I think so. I think we want them to be at the kind of level we had some of the other stuff. Like that. Then put them back. There. 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 And you could do that. Something like that. And can we do... No. I'm going to go with that, you know. I can't be faffing them more. And to build it, we're just going to do one of them. One of them. One of them. You. And you. And you. And that we don't need to worry about. Cool. So that's that. Right. In terms of fun, the motivatorium has to be on the ground. Can we? No, we need to bring power in. We could have it there. And we could sneak power up the back. Like there. Because this is quite a thick roof. I'm going to try and do that, you know? Pause that a sec so they can put that explosives in. Yeah. I'm going to try and do that. Now, one motivatorium might not be enough to service 100 beavers, but these guys aren't going to be working particularly hard once we bring them over here. So, you know, we'll see how they get on. Well-being. We've got the motivatorium. We've got mud baths. We've got those. Yep. So let's delete that bit of path. Well-being. Actually, if I'm smart, no comments at the back. Thank you very much. I could do something like that. Well-being. Do we need to come across one more? Tunneling. Off tunnel. Like that. Why isn't that going green? I think that should be going green. Maybe we'll let them build that and then we'll come back to it. Run that path to there. Really nice if you came and built that, you know. Not H for boom. U for you can't believe it's not H for boom. And that went right through. Dope. We'll do that. It'll be fine. You there. Power. Put you there. Put you there. It'll be fine if we lose one of these bits of stuff. No one will know. Tunneling. Vertical. No. Normal one. Why are you not letting me do it there? Ah, because you're super thin, aren't you? So I guess what I need to do is... let's blast that out and thicken it. You know? Get a bit of thickening agent in there. So let's run some path down here so we can do this stuff. Yep, that'll be okay. Cool. Hopefully this is all working okay. They're doing their thing. So that'll let us put in the flyy things. Exercise plazas we can just throw down. Swimming pools. I think underground swimming pools would be quite cool, don't you? You agree? Brilliant. Swimming pools. And I think we put them just in front of their homes. So that's 3 by 3. So if we do a gap like that, go 3 by 3, and let's just double check. Yeah, That'll be fine. So, more landscaping. We do 2 swimming pools. And then we'll need a fluid dump. So, let's do that there. That'll let us get a few swimming pools down here. And maybe we do mud baths. Mud baths need power, so we'll do those up top. So maybe we put the exercise plazas down here. Like so. And I think here you go, decoration, lamps, yes, yes, yes. Excellent. So they're getting things done, which is good. Just need them to finish building the stuff. There we go. Bosh. Come on. Get that built. In case you were curious, the ergonomic change that I made has helped significantly. The ergonomic change that I made was I put a cushion on the chair that I'm sitting on, which has basically meant that I'm not raising my arm up so much to hold a mouse. Yeah. Getting old sucks, folks. Getting old really sucks. So we probably need to let them do that first, and then we can replace that. Yeah. It's a process. It's a process. Have they put the... Oh, that's... I did not expect that to stay there. Fair enough. That's kind of cool. So they can now work on building that. Right, let's blow that out of here. And what we're going to do is come down here, put you in here and here, and come on, roll my windows down, and bosh, and here, and then we can go like so and like so, and we can go power like so and like so, and that'll be that sorted. And that'll eventually give that power, which will be awesome. I do kind of like that, the way that it's like sunk into the ground. It is very cool. And I guess that's why it has to be on the ground. So we are getting there, folks. We are getting there. And they've got that built. Excellent. Good stuff. Good stuff. It'd be really nice if you could build and it not look pants. A double wide path. And we might go with the double wide path. Maybe. We'll see. So I think we are in enough of an inness to bung that there. Yes, please. So I think we'll put 2 of those in. I guess we don't need to have everything super jammed together. So let's do a nice and safe rotating power shaft betwixt them in the middle. Something like that. Something for the kiddies to hang on to and play around. For those of you that are concerned about health and safety. Come on. Build faster, beavers. Build faster. We'll do the safe thing. We'll do... Okay. Jeez, you lot worry a lot. Better? Better? Now they can't get stuck and die. At some point we need to blow the old thingamabob. Yeah, that's a technical term, in case you weren't aware. Space. And detonate. 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 Gosh. Oh, we got one. Oh well. And then what we're going to do is structure, bridge. Sticking with the double theme. Let's stop deleting them one at a time, because that can be very frustrating to watch, speaking from a viewer's point of view. A viewer's point of view. I speak words. You can go, you can go. Come on, game, stop lagging. You can go. The rubble will disappear eventually. B for duplicate. Grab you. Yeah. Although, to be honest, their primary access point is going to be through the tubeway. So, you know. Why does that not have power? What's not been built? There's your problem. And I guess because we've put that in, that's going to stop them building that. So let's get rid of that. Tunneling. Bosh. Bosh. Do that. That should let them build that, and that'll be fine. So let's try and get some agua in this thing. Bosh. Bosh. Other things we need to be pondering. Do we have enough bots? Bosh. 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 Close. I think we need to increase our potential number of bots. So we come down here. Wait for the game to stop dying. Go into here. Edit this. And let's make it 250. Save. Edit this. Make this 246. Save. Save, close. And let them make many more bots. Because if we're going to have bots not working, we need to have lots of bots. That's just kind of how that works, isn't it? Grab you. Let's grab you. 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 Yep, that'll work. Let's get rid of you and you. Water, deep mechanical fluid pump, grab you. Good stuff. Now, I'm thinking that we might need something to tap into the extra water that's here. Because there are periods where this has dried out, but there is water here, and this water is going to be feeding our moat. So, yeah. Just a thought. I know it's not the widest moat in the world, but we don't actually have an aggressive beaver species which is going to be trying to kill us, so we don't really have to worry. in any capacity about defensive systems. So, you know, it's fine. It's really just a fancy water feature. Right, that's been built now, so we come back here and put that back. So we have built so far of the well-being things that we haven't built the mud baths. We have yet to build the swimming pools. Let's go down and plan to build the swimming pools. Osh. Well-being. Swimming pool. 1, 2. He didn't do the B thing. I know, because it's counting, not listing things. And when I'm listing things, I find it funny to be annoying. Let's bring that around there as well. Yeah. Is it childish to be annoying like that? I don't know. It brings me joy, so... Ultimately, as a viewer of my content, I'm afraid you have to endure it. So... Well, you don't, because you could go watch someone else. You're not forced to watch what I do. That is the beauty of, you know, the internet. You don't have to watch. I like that you watch. But you don't have to. You can go watch other things. There are a not quite infinite, but it would appear to be sometimes infinite source of things to watch on the YouTubes. So go watch the thing you want to watch. Automation. I don't want to use those. Oh, sorry to sound like a whingy child. But they just don't produce a nice clean signal. Can I get one of these deep enough that it looks nice? I want to use proper automation. Watch. Back on deep enough. Yes, good stuff. Right, signal depth. Ooh. The other thing we need is all the food and stuff, isn't it? So, rule, create rule if signal, nope, wrong one. Signal pools is greater than 2.6. Pause, save, duplicate, invert, script, 2.4, save and close. Yeah, we need all the foods. Let's put all the foods in this corner. Or should we put the foods nearer to this? That might be smarter. Let's put all the foods on this back wall. So we only really need to bring them in smaller quantities. Do we? Yeah. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And in the 2 we could put water. In the 1 we could put coffee. Coffee, obtain. Water, obtain. Do we need berries? Not really, but you know, why not? Kohlrabies, mangroves. You. one more stack. Storage. 1, 2, 3, and that's for all of you. You. And you. You're going to be obtain. 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 You're obtaining. You're obtaining. And let's hook up. And path. Across there. And across there. And then we do ladders. And we do that. And that. And that. And that. And then we put those there. There. And there. And there. There. And then ultimately we will need to change the stuff so they're bringing in all of the foods, but some of the foods they're making here anyway, so that's cool. Right, back up to the top. Let's change this path. Bosh. Grab you, run you along there. And then if we do something like you and you, because if I remember rightly, the mud bath need to be sunk. Yep. And we might need to do some subflooring again, but yeah, okay. Maybe not. Let's put that there. Rid of you. Get rid of you. Copy you. Put you there. Yeah. And then we should be able to put you... We did rotate one more. Yes. Yes. And then what we're going to do is... landscaping, please. We're going to come back here. Because these need dirt, I believe. Yep. So we're going to put a little dirt store in the back corner there, out of the way. Decoration, let's put you, no. Put you there. Why not? Bosh, storage, small pile, bosh. You're going to be dirt, set to obtain. A little ladder going down to you. Bosh, there. Decoration. We'll get built in a moment. Put a couple of fire pits next to it because, you know, it'll boost their well-being. That's what I was actually looking for earlier. Can I? Yes. But now we've got to give them access to build those. I think that will be enough. Ignore the fire hazard of the flames under the wooden structure. It'll be fine. There's some special magic things going on to make it fine. Yeah. Campfires. So let's neaten up some paths. You can go. You can go. You there. Interesting that that got disconnected. Right? Oh. Yeah, it is hooked up. I wonder if that's not actually connected. I wonder if that's not actually connected through there. I might move that. It's kind of behaving like it is. Anyway, well-being. Campfires. Bosh. 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 Possibly a bit weird. That's not going to work, is it? Not going to work. Need to delete that structure in a moment. In a memento. I know what we can do. Is it cheaty? Technically. Technically. No, I don't like that idea. We are going to six. That's enough for 2. That might not be enough of them, but you know. 2. Let's do another 3. Yeah. Do that. Put you there. You there. You there. That around. Put those there. Because then they're getting hit by those, which I quite like. Gotta have one of these bad boys. I have that there. So let's purely for decorative purposes, I'm going to raise that up on a plinthy thing. They're probably going to need that to be able to build it. Does it make any sense? Not really, but you know, it is what it is, isn't it? Are we really down to 5 scrap metal as a colony? We are, right. To the mines! Play! It's prioritized by haulers, so that'll do a thing. Right. Bosch. But equally, too far from a district and cannot be reached. Do you know why that is? Because some Egypt went and did a thing, didn't they? Yeah, they did. You get rid of you, grab you, get you, run that through there. That should give them access to that once that's been built. And then what we can do is you and Bosch. They are all marked to be deleted, so hopefully that'll be a thing. We can rip all of that out as well. Right. This is going to take forever to get built, so it's going to take even longer to get built. Fires in yet? No, because they need scrap metal, and we have not very much scrap metal after having all of the scrap metal in the world. Alright, down here, how are we looking? That's all been built. Good stuff. Things are getting filled up, which is good. Right. Let's try and get this running, and I might call it a day for today, because it's been a day today. Do that. Tunneling, vertical power shaft tunnel, and do that. That should connect that up, but we are now in that situation that I mentioned we could end up in. So let's let them get that connected up, and then we'll see if we can get water to it. Because, you know, it's all well and good having power there, but power without water is pointless. So, you know, let's try and get them some agua. We are not importing scrap metal into this district, I do not believe. So let's come here, and here, and here. But yeah, enough of the silliness. Focus, man, focus. You. And here. So I need it to be able to flow that way, but not that way. I guess I could just close them with... Let's try you. You gonna work? Question mark. You can have an unlimited flow rate, can't you? Yeah, you can. So what we'll do is that. And then, have we got an appropriate seasonal control? Probably, but I'm feeling a little bit lazy is not the right word. I can't be bothered to look. So just tuck it down here, can't we? Can they reach that? They can. That's, I don't think that's going to be in the way. And we want... do it off temperate, can't we, I think? I think so. And then agua, deep mechanical fluid pump on you there. Yeah, that'll be okay. All of that built. We need power. Power to run that guy. I don't know if I can be bothered to swap power. Bothered's not the right word. I don't know if I have the mental energy to bring power over to that today. I think what we're going to try and do, which is not a today job, it's a tomorrow job, is come across here. Here, so the moat is going to stay empty today, I'm afraid. Oh, you're down on that level. Okay. Maybe not going to do that. Anyway, we probably want to get across there anyway. Maybe what we do instead. Yeah, that's appropriately sneaky. What we're going to do instead is our bosh, and then run that all along here. The only slight challenge is that spot, which is only 1 wide. Which is a bit of a faff. And I guess the other challenge is that I've put that there and it's now going to be in the way. But that's fine. We can put that elsewhere. So, power to you, and kind of my thought was the liberal application of ladders and bridges. You've got to build bridges, folks. Now he says that today was not a very big bridge building day for me. We won't go into that. Let's do that. We can do that. And I think if I put like one of them, that should let me build quite a lot of it, I believe. Yeah. So automation, weather. I bung that there. I think they can reach that still, and it's not in the way. That was my phone falling on the floor because I'd forgotten where I'd rested it on my leg. Okay, right, those are in. You could go. Get the delete tool. Go. You need to go. We are getting there. Made surprising progress on that actually as well. There are a few other things that we want, I guess. So bring you over. Fill you with extract. And on some tail stamping machines. Do 50-50 on both. Need those. We're going to want some scratches. That should be all of those. Decoration wise, guess we can throw in random shrubberies. It's a shrubbery. Same with the bell and the clock. It would make sense to have the clock some. Let's have the clock down by the houses. So they can see that it's time to go do things. I haven't done anything with the banners since they added them to the game, to be perfectly honest. Do they add a well-being benefit? They do not, so oh well. So I think when we move our beavers over, we should be in a pretty good position. When we move our beavers over. Yeah. Right. So we have power connection most of the way. Chuck that there. That will let them build that. Let's put that there. It's longer than it needs to be. That's what she said. No, she probably did. She probably didn't. It's what you wish she said. You, and that should get the rest of that built and get that powered up. So now what we want to do is have this set to temperate. It's currently not temperate. So we're going to come here. We're going to hit automate. We're going to hit this fella. Off, we want the flow to be 0. On, we want the flow to be unlimited. We're going to copy that. We're going to apply that to all 4 of those. And we should be good from that point of view. And then I guess the other thing that we want is under decoration, because it makes perfect freaking sense that we put that in decoration, doesn't it? Yes, of course it does. Where else would you put a water gauge than under decoration? Because it's just decorative now, isn't it? Yes. Right, you can go, you can go, you can go. determined to get this darn thing running. You can go. You can go. You can go. You can go. You need to be running still. You are signal and you are moat. Feed. So we want if signal moat feed is greater than, let's go 0.75, pause, duplicate, invert script 0.25, save and close. And we are filling the moat up. Huzzah! Now, we go back to the main district. We are still short of bots, so we still need more bots to be made before we can transfer everyone out of the district. But that's fine. We are in a significantly better place. We have made Happy Funland for the beavers. And, you know, while they're over here working hard, they can see off in the distance Happy Fun Beaverland. So we just need them to make a whole load more bots. Now, I guess part of the issue is possibly that we are very low on metal now because of my ignoring of the scrap metal issues. And are we back in a situation where we're struggling to make metal? Maybe. Was that predictable? Maybe. Is that eternally frustrating for some of you to watch? Maybe. Is it okay because we're pretty much at the end of the series? Maybe. What do we have left that I want to achieve? So, we're gonna try. Probably we're feeding a load of metal blocks into here. Yeah, as well. So we need to move the beavers across to here. In the meantime, you can point out to me what I've forgotten to put in here as well, because there's probably stuff. And we can tweak it a bit once they're in as well to try and improve their happiness and well-being and all of that jazz. And if I click on here, we have some unemployed beavers. So those guys could go live in Happy Fun Beaverland. To Fortress Farms, we could migrate maybe 10. And so if we come over here, we have 10 unemployed beavers who are going to be some hopefully very happy beavers. Happy little beavers. Maybe I can try and get a good thumbnail of some happy little beavers. Anyway, yeah, that's kind of it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Thank you to the patrons and the YouTube channel members. Appreciate you guys supporting the channel. You are awesome as always. Comments, questions, suggestions, stick them below. And I'll see you all next time.